Welcome back, everyone. If you could please like and subscribe, I would really appreciate it. So in today's video, I'm going to show you 3 ways that you can use this Elinchrom 100 centimeter or 39-inch deep octabox. And you can sort of do this with any modifier. It's just that if there was one octabox I could own or softbox that I could own, this would be it because it's very versatile. So the first way that you can use it is with both layers of diffusion. And so that's what you're seeing right now. If I open this up, you can see the second layer is in there. So the first way you could use it is with both of them, and that will give you a very soft image with very subtle transition areas on the subject skin for the most part. And then the second way you could use it would be to take this off, and then you're going to see you're going to have just one interior baffle or piece of diffusion, if you will. And this is going to create slightly less soft light, and it's going to be a little more specular or harsher in its appearance. And then there is one special thing about the Elinchrom modifiers, and that is that you can take out this inner layer of diffusion just like that, and you can insert in there this deflector disc. And so essentially you can turn most of their softboxes into a large beauty dish just by putting this thing together. And there are different types of discs. Some are translucent, some are gold, some are silver. We're going to use, I believe this is an opaque white one. Opaque means it's light can go through it, but you can't see through it. I think that's what that means. And you're going to stick this rod directly into the umbrella hole, and that's going to block the subject from seeing the flash tube, and that'll create a harder light. And then of course you can move this further away and make even a harder, crispier light, because of course the smaller the modifier is relative to your subject or relative to their field of view, the harder the light will be. So I'm going to demonstrate for you. I'm going to demonstrate this for you today with our model Eric, and you're going to see all 3 ways that you can use this softbox. And I guess that horn means it's time to go. All right, so for this first test, I'm going to show you what it looks like with both layers of diffusion, then just one layer of diffusion, and then finally just the deflector disc inside. I think the deflector disc is going to be right for this look because we're going to get a lot of contrasty, crispy light in this scene. It's going to go well with sort of a monochrome fashion look. It might even be in black and white, and also it's going to pick up more texture in the background. So let's go ahead and get started with both layers of diffusion. Head straight up and down. Great. Maybe no smile. Okay, good. All right, that looks good. All right, so now we're going to take the diffusion off. We're going to go with only the inner layer of diffusion. I'm going to be very careful not to change this. And actually, Eric, can you pull that side off for me? Yeah. All right, so I'm going to grab a meter and see what it meters, like right where he was standing. Oh, so we gained about 2 f-stops worth of light there. So I'm going to turn the light down 2 stops with my Sekonic L478-DR-U-EL. All right, so we're going to add the deflector disc now. Well, actually, we got to take that out. If I hold it, can you pull that fabric out, please? So this way it won't move. He's going to pull that out. This is going to go right in the umbrella slot, and it's going to keep him from seeing the bare bulb. So we should get a much more dramatic look. And again, I'm holding it so it doesn't move and change its angle. I've got to come in with my superpower of being able to reach 9 feet up. Okay. All right, I'll grab the light meter again. And I've got to meter this till it's 5.6. We gain about a full stop or 2/3 of a stop. Okay, so that's good. Let's go ahead and shoot these and see how it looks. All right, now we're gonna take it to the next level. I've moved this light a little further back, which is gonna make the light smaller in his field of view, and that's gonna make it a harder light source, even harder than it was with just the deflector disc and no diffusion. The other thing, of course, is he's gone to the top of the ladder, so I've had to move the light to the top of the room, as high as it could go, so that way we don't have our light coming from below and sort of making him look like Halloween. But before we move on, I just wanted to say that if you enjoy learning from me in these videos, I'm sure that you would love learning from me in person. And soon I'll be teaching lighting workshops in Chicago, Dallas, Denver, and Orlando. So for more information, just go to johngress.com/workshops. So now that we've seen all three ways that you can change this softbox, let's look at a few more examples. So in this next one, I posed Eric in front of this gray backdrop, and I decided partway through the shoot that the light that was sort of coming in there through the blinds looked pretty good, and I decided to open them up in order to get the direct sunlight from the setting sun coming through the window and then washing over the props. Because I felt that this light, of course, was very hard, I felt that the light from our softbox could be too soft. So I took the outer layer of diffusion off in order to give just a little more contrast and a little bit more of an edge to the lighting. And then in this third and final example, I lit Eric from the back with an Elinchrom 190 centimeter or 74.5 inch Octabox. And the effect was that we got a lot of light wrapping around from the back, giving you effectively two edge lights and a hair light. And then I lit him from the front with the Elinchrom 100 centimeter or 39 inch Deep Octabox with both layers of diffusion. And that created a really nice, subtle, soft portrait. All right, so now you've seen this modifier with both layers of diffusion, with one layer of diffusion, and without any diffusion at all. And you've seen the differences between them. You've also seen what it was like when we pulled it back a little further without the diffusion, and things got to be a lot harder. So hopefully that all helped and made sense, and you'll be able to modify your softbox at home the next time you're doing a shoot and get different looks all with one modifier. So if you have any questions or comments, just leave them below. And as always, stay safe, have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
Right on time.